It was at this moment that he knew. He messed up.
Alright folks, we were supposed to film another video today, but then I ended up breaking something. So we went ahead and drove up the street. Coleman equipment was right up the street, so we went ahead and took the mower up there. They got good employees, they got good folk. You know what, sometimes I even think about breaking equipment on purpose so that I can come up here and be able to gaze at all of this equipment. I'm like a kid in the candy store whenever I come up here. Get a shot of that, get a shot of all this. There's a lot of things up there. Anyway, so we got problems whenever we're doing lawn care. Something breaks. It's important that we keep a good relationship with those people who are in our area so that we can get things fixed on time and properly and be able to rely that it's going to be fixed the first time. Nothing worse. There's nothing worse than getting something fixed and then getting back out on the field and it breaking again. So this is the deck. What happened was it was here. And then the deck, then it went here, and what I needed to be is I need to be back here.
Okay.
So you can see how the deck it's sitting pretty low.
Right. Well, it looks like your lift arm is bent, and that's probably been that way for a while. That deck isn't going to go up with a bent lift arm like that. Any idiot could have noticed that.
I understand, but I just need it to go back up to here.
Okay, to get it to go back up to there, you're going to have to replace this and make this straight again. Unless you got a vise at home and you want to try to straighten it yourself.
I don't have a vise, but listen, is this something that you could, I mean, could we possibly put maybe like a flathead screwdriver? We could just cut it, and then we could put kind of like a cast.
Well, you could Southern engineer anything on there, but it isn't going to work.
Do you think that maybe some pliers, even if you pull on that, to just it could go back to normal? Is that maybe
Probably
some vice grips?
Not.
If you get some vice grips on there, and both you and I, we could just pull on it.
Why don't we just get a cutting torch?
Okay, we can do that.
Seriously, you're gonna have to replace that lift arm, man.
Okay.
There's no other way around it.
Okay, but you know what the problem is. We can get this fixed.
We can get it fixed.
Is there any way we can play on the equipment?
You would have to talk to our sales guy over there. I'll get Sam over here, and he can help you out.
Oh, that's Sam? Yeah. Oh, my name's Sam. Nice. Perfect. All
right.
Dusty, I appreciate it.
Have a great day.
All right, so Dusty's gonna go ahead and fix that up, but now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some other items here on this property. Well, I know what all those go. All right, folks, this right here is the Kubota LA, stands for Los Angeles, 535. That means it has 535 minus horsepower. That's not horsepower, but it's just subtracted, and then you have to additionalize the LA, which is Los Angeles, which actually means City of Angels, and so it's actually lifted and pushed, similar to Red Bull, which gives you wings. This here, I call these the bucket pusher puller. Okay, this right here, you push and pull the bucket. That's as simple as that. You got your 36-inch tires right here. That's roughly 3 foot. Okay, this is so that you can get through that mud and the grime, so that you can push and pull on that bucket. And we're gonna go ahead and give it a roll. I think it has, you know, it goes forwards and it goes backwards. You can turn on it. All right. Right here. so let's take a look at something else here. Got your, what is that, the Cheetah?
Yeah, transport speed.
Right, yeah, let's give it a go. All right, so folks, this right here is the Scag Cheetah 2. It has a top speed at 16 miles an hour. And that's the top speed. You don't want to do that on the grass. That's just transport speed. It does come pre-equipped with the rollers underneath there so that you're gonna get them stripes. A lot of people think once you get one of these, you gotta get some kind of stripe kit. That's just not the case with the Scags. Got this big old gas tank over here. I don't know, how big is the gas tank? He says it holds a lot.
There's, yeah, two 5.5 gallon tanks on it.
That's much bigger than the Scag I got, yeah? You've also got this this rod right here. Is that you can make it softer or firmer. It's kind of like a mattress. Softer, obviously you're going to get a little bit more of a spring. It's going to be a little bit more of a smoother ride, but a more firm is that, you know, I don't know when you use that other than maybe like on harder ground you want it soft, you know, softer ground you want harder. So we're going to go ahead and give it a ride.
Probably choke it.
That's fair, yeah, true.
All right, so this right here is the Kubota U17. The U17, what that means is that you need to be 17 or older to be able to operate one of these. I've seen younger kids operate them, but it's very difficult. They got, you know, short legs and everything. What we call this is a bucket scooper or a bucket digger. That's because typically you'd have a bucket right there and then it scoops. You can also, this actually doubles as a snow pusher, or a lot of times they also push dirt with that. I don't want to offend anybody because people will say, "Yo, the only thing you can't just scoop snow with that. You can push dirt with it." Well, okay, you got a dirt pusher right there / snow pusher right there. You can go up and down with that. It's a diesel, all right, so it's gonna last long, but we know that diesels, they're typically, unless they're a power stroke, typically they're not going to be that fast. Arm goes up and down. You know, if there was a bucket on there, I would have scooped up some dirt. That's fine, we're still going to take it for a little spin. Top speed is probably 2 miles an hour, not a lot.
They don't go very fast.
Yeah, I wasn't that too fun. Like, it just didn't go as fast as
It'd be more fun with a bucket.
Yep. That about wraps things up. We got Rusty in the shop over there. Dusty in the shop over there. Hopefully he doesn't see this. We can edit it out, right? We just edit it. Okay, all right. We got Dusty in the shop. He's taking care of that deck full. We're gonna take the 48-inch, and I gotta go mow some lawns. That's why you need a backup. You got your backup lawnmower. This guy's getting it. He knows what. Get a shot at him. Look at that guy right there. See if we get a thumbs up. See if we get a thumbs up. All right. No. All right. He's Methodist. That's why. Folks, be sure to subscribe, like, and then you comment which one of these pieces of equipment. If you had $1 million, which one of this would you buy? Would it be the bucket scooper? Would it be that lawnmower that goes real fast? Or alternatively, it's that, what was that first one? The Scooper Pooper. I think that's what it was. We'll just call that Scooper Pooper. Comment below which one you think that you'd buy if you had $1 million. Do it. This is always, I gotta go mow.